welcome to our 5th grade ELA Night. Tonight we will show you what we learned in a typical English language arts class. We hope that you enjoy our exciting and educational evening.
Hello, my name is Gavin Durant. I am in 5th grade in Mrs. Burleson's class, and we have been learning about how to write many different compositions. One of my favorite compositions is the imaginary story. First we choose, what's it called again?
A grabber.
Yep. And then we will start thinking about our characters, or if we have more, we'll do characters. Next we start thinking about BME, which is the beginning, the middle, and the end. We will also think about the rising action, falling action, resolution, setting, plot, conflict, and theme.
Plot, character, conflict, theme, setting. Yes, these are the 5 things that you're gonna be needing when you're reading or writing.
After that, we start to write our rough draft. After we are done with the rough draft, we edit and revise. Then after we have made corrections, we hand in our final copy. And, well, it should be exciting like any good story is. Thank you for your time.
Good evening. My name is Ella Hukova, and I am Miss Burleson's homeroom. Every 9 weeks, we have reading requirements and book talks. Reading requirements are guidelines set by Miss Burleson to motivate us to read books and earn reading counts points. In the first 9 weeks, we needed to read at least 2 books with 100 plus pages and do at least 2 reading counts quizzes. In the second 9 weeks, we need to read at least 3 100 plus page books and accomplish at least 3 reading counts quizzes. Next is our book talks. Book talks are presentations about a book we read during that 9 weeks. For example, I did a journal from my main character's point of view. You could do a book talk if it has lots of detail, tells a lot about the main idea, and does not give away the moral of the story. Miss Burleson requires these book talks so students can learn about new books, have more of a variety of books to read, and be inspired. On the table there are some more examples of book talks. Some of these book talks could be pamphlets, mini newspapers, or scrapbooks. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Emma Short, and I am in Miss Burleson's 5th grade class. My class loves to find amazing facts about our everyday world. My class also loves to read amazing fiction stories to entertain us. One of the magazines that is perfect for us is called Scope. The Scope magazines give my class and I thorough and entertaining information about true stories while also giving us some fiction stories and some drama. For example, one of the stories my class has been focusing on is called Why Are Our Clothes So Cheap? Does anybody know what a sweatshop is?
I do. A sweatshop is a dangerous factory in which the workers get paid minimum wage and work under harsh working conditions.
Yes. This article is about a girl named Kalpona who lives in Bangladesh. Her father suffered from a stroke and got paralyzed and couldn't work anymore. Kalpona's family was running out of money, and at only age 14, she had to quit school to go work in a sweatshop where she works for about 14 hours at making clothes for all of us. This one is one of my personal favorites. In that same magazine, there's a play you can put on with friends and classmates. If you'd like to see more examples, there are some more Scope magazines on that table. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Ravi Shah, and I'm in Miss Kanita's 5th grade homeroom. Along with Scope magazines, we read Time for Kids magazine. Time for Kids is a weekly fact-based non-fiction news magazine with 30 articles that motivate us to read. There's a variety of current topics, including science, politics, and world events that keep my interest. Some of the articles are Digging Up the Path about a paleontologist who studies dinosaurs and the fossils. Tell the President about the U.S. Constitution giving Americans a powerful voice in government. These are just 2 of the great articles that we read. And Time for Kids definitely helps us motivate us.
My name is Amelia Rodriguez, and I am in Mrs. Kanita's 5th grade class. Lexicon format is one of the many things we learn in the ELA. It teaches many important skills, such as how to divide the word into syllables, how to write and use the phonetic spelling of the word. We write sentences that we can identify as simple, compound, and complex sentences. We learn how to define and comprehend the definition of a word. We also write synonyms and antonyms which expand our vocabulary. Lexicon format is used in spelling and vocabulary. We have examples of students' work in our gallery walk. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to ask the 5th grade teachers.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ellie Huang, and I am in Mrs. Kanita's 5th grade English
I am the word wall. Muddled, stupidly confused or dazed.
Notorious, usually famous for something bad.
Mesmerizing, dazed or confused.
The word wall is the place where students hang up our vocabulary words. We have been using it since the beginning of the school year and have accumulated many words. It's usually in our classrooms, but in this case, I'm the word wall. This will help us later on because we will possess a greater knowledge of words, and the more words you know, the better. Most of the words come from our favorite two magazines, Scholastic, Scope, and Time for Kids. We also may see these words in the future on our SAT and ACT exams. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Eleanor Hayes. I am in Miss Kennedy's 5th grade ELA class. Among the many things we do in class, thinking maps is one of them. My teacher, Mrs. Kaneda, is an advanced thinking maps trainer. She loves to help us structure our thinking. Some of the thinking maps include a circle map, a brace map, a tree map, and many more. My personal favorite would have to be a double bubble map, which teaches us to compare and contrast. One thing I have compared and contrasted are two deadly fires, one the Peshtigo Fire and another the Great Chicago Fire. Thinking maps are very useful to help us understand different things like cause and effect, defining in context, and analyzing.
Now Mrs. Burleson will be presenting.
Thank you.